Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today, as you could tell from the title, I have a Chanel unboxing. This is my very first Chanel piece. So I'll tell you the backstory while I am opening it. I think it's probably obvious that this is pre-loved, not directly from the store. I really wanted my first Chanel piece to be brand new at the store, but it just didn't work out that way. I plan to buy one, a card case, probably next month, but this item was in my Tradesy favorites list for so long, for months and months and months. And I thought it was something I wasn't going to end up buying, because in all my favorites and all the websites, I have tons of things in them, and most of it I never actually intend to purchase. But this one I kept going back to and going back to, and part of that is the color. And there are a few other things about it too. But there were also some things keeping me from pulling the trigger on it. One of them was the price. And it's not that it was crazy expensive, it was reasonably priced for what it was. A lot of Chanel pieces are priced above retail because you can only buy Chanel in the store, you can't get it online. So it's difficult for a lot of people to get, so people can get away with charging more because some people, that's the only way they can get it. This one was priced, I want to say about $100 under retail. And I still thought that was too much, and for the condition it was in, because it has some minor condition issues. But then it went on sale recently, and I thought about getting it, and then I talked myself out of it, and then it went on sale even more, and that's when I got it. So here's the bag, and inside that bag is a box. Here it is. So this is interesting too. I've ordered from Tradesy before, and they've always come from individual sellers. This one is in a Tradesy box. So if any of you who have purchased from Tradesy more often know about this, why this one came directly from Tradesy. It said that on the return address too, that it was from Santa Monica, from Tradesy, not an individual. So if y'all know why some items come from individuals and some come from Tradesy directly, I would like to know that. Here we go. Let's open up that box. Got a bunch of tissue paper. And the item itself is wrapped in tissue. Okay, here we go. A little Chanel box. I've never held one of these. I've only seen them in videos. So it's a heavy duty, for those of you who haven't seen one, this is my first impressions of the Chanel box. It's a heavy duty box. It's shinier than I thought it would be. It's heavy duty like the Vuitton boxes are, so if you're familiar with those. Yeah, on the back it has that little logo. I'm going to guess that means it's recyclable, and all the other sides are plain. This particular box has a little bit of wear. This item is, I looked up so Chanel items have serial numbers. I looked up the serial number on Yoogi's Closet. They have some websites on their, well, they have some pages on their websites that give you authentication information, and I find those very helpful for Louis Vuitton date codes. Well, they also have a Chanel section for the serial numbers. So I looked my serial number up today. This piece is from 2012, so it has a little bit of age on it. Certainly not vintage or anything, it's not that old. But that's why I would expect a little damage on the box and, you know, and the wear that's on here. I'm gonna link below the Yoogi's Closet for Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and they probably have an Hermes, so that you can check those out too if you like. Okay, let's get on with this unboxing. Here we go. Trying to be elegant about it, but it's not really working. Okay. Ta-da! Is that not pretty? So in the pictures, actually let me show this first. Let's look at what all is in here. Let's go through all the details because it's my first Chanel piece and I'm curious about it. So inside the box, there are some stickers. There's a barcode Another barcode. What does that say? Required for return. So this was purchased at Bloomingdale's. There's a little Bloomingdale's tag here. And then that looks like the Chanel tag. And it says it's a porte-clés, which means it's a key holder, I believe. And there is all the information on the tag if you need that for any reason, though they don't sell this particular piece anymore. Inside the box, let me take this out and see what's in the box before we look at the actual piece. So here is some kind of cloth. Is that a dust bag? No. Why is this in here? Do we know? Can anybody tell me? I've never seen, I haven't watched that many Chanel unboxings, but I've never seen that before. And there's the inside of the Chanel box. Okay, let's get on to what we're actually here to see. This little key holder. So it's turquoise with gold hardware. It has this gold chain on it. And it's just a plain old key ring, nothing special about that. It does say Chanel on it. It has a nylon zipper and then this leather zipper pull. Inside, it's I believe it's fabric, yeah. It's like it's a silky fabric. I couldn't see the inside all that well on the pictures, but it's like a satin maybe. There's the inside. It has this Chanel tag made in Italy. Here's the Chanel serial number. I'm covering most of it, all except the first two letters, the 16, which means it was made in 2012. The serial numbers, as I understand it, are unique, and you want to cover those in the videos because of possible counterfeiting. They could steal the serial numbers. The chain is attached with this little satin loop. I'm calling that satin. Maybe it's silk inside. I don't know what it is. I wish I did. If somebody knows what they put inside here, what they line that with, that would be lovely to know. This will fall inside there, so you can put your keys on it and zip it up. I do see that the hardware here on the zipper, it looks like the gold finish has come off. It's kind of a silver, which happens with Vuitton too. Can somebody let me know too, because I know a lot of the people who watch my videos are much more knowledgeable about Chanel than I am, because I've really never looked into it very much at all. My first piece, and I don't know about like their repair policies. Could I take that in, and would they put a different zipper pull on and make that new again? I don't know, let me know. And then with cleaning too, I know I could send it to a place if I needed to clean it or have anything repaired on it. I know I could send it to leather surgeons. Grace in her handbag has used them and raves about them, and I'm definitely going to be contacting you, Grace, to ask you some questions about this. But the big thing that I noticed as far as wear on this item in the photos on Tradesy was that the leather was dingy, and it looked like it could just be wiped off, I'm hoping. It didn't look like color transfer because it was all over the front and back, so I was thinking it's just dirt. So before I try cleaning it myself, because I made the mistake of doing that on the Vachetta on my Noe, and I cracked the leather on that, could you guys give me some advice on how I can clean this? Can I just use a wet rag? Can I use a baby wipe that doesn't have alcohol or fragrances or anything? I already have those. Is that safe to use on here? Should I send it to leather surgeons to clean to be extra careful? How much would that cost if you have any idea? Let me show you a couple more things. So here is the front, the back, the bottom. Obviously that has the camellia pattern on it. That's another reason I got it. The corners don't have anywhere that I can see. They look perfect. That was something that I definitely looked at in the pictures to be sure. In person, it's definitely turquoise. It's more blue than green, but it definitely has green in it. And this is lambskin. I know to be careful with that with scratches and things, but I think this would probably be more sturdy than a quilted piece. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. I'm glad I got it. No regrets. I'm not sure yet what I'll use it for. I was thinking maybe of replacing this clip with an actual clip instead of a key ring. or even just attaching another clip on it to use this as a bag charm on my baton bags. I really like it. I'm happy I got it. I think it was a good decision. I was a little worried that it was going to be in rough shape, but it looks better than it did in the pictures. I just want to wipe it down. I don't see any scratches on the CCs. They look great. It's really soft, the lambskin, and then I don't know if it's actually quilted. I don't know the structure of this. It doesn't feel quilted because it's not sewn where it'd be quilted, you know, but it does have some padding. It's like between the liner and the leather, there's a thin piece of foam. Measurements on this, from here to here on the bottom, it is 4.75 inches across, 3.25 inches top to bottom, and then the side tapers. At the bottom it's 0.75 inches, at the top it's about half an inch. I mean, a quarter of an inch. The opening on the zipper here is 3.5 inches. I love the Louis Vuitton clays. That's one of the reasons that I wanted this too. It was like the perfect combination. It had the clay because they're so multifunctional. To have the pocket and a bag charm and be able to hold lots of different things in here. Here's a quick comparison to a clay. So here's the Vuitton clay against the Chanel key holder. Here's the thickness. And I can definitely do that. Here, I'll put this in front. You can see the size difference there. I can definitely do a more thorough review of these two, or comparison of these two, if you would like, and what fits, because this is going to hold a lot more than this, but they're both going to hold a lot for the size that they are. That is it. Thank you so much for watching and sharing with me the joy of my very first Chanel piece. Like I said 20 times already, I'm very happy with it. Glad I got it. And the color is just gorgeous. Please remember to like the video if you liked it, click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and click the bell notification icon if you want to be notified when I post new videos. Also, if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me there, I do pictures of my luxury goods and my dogs sometimes. I'm Autumn Beckman on Instagram. Thanks again for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Bye.